So yeah, you've previously seen me tie a Mohican pike fly, and we did it with bucktail. We're going to tie the same pattern, but this time we're going to use the sort of synthetic pike hair stuff. This here is a 5/0 Sakuma Manta extra. Now bucktail, no matter what you do, it'll only go to a certain length, so you know, you get fibres sort of 4 or 5 inches long or something like that, so you put it in the back of your hook, you've got a fly 6 inches long, whereas the synthetic fibre, if you want, use a bigger hook, use a tube, and you can tie a fly 12 inches long if you feel like it. So we're going to use a white tying thread, because that's also going to create the body itself out of the tying thread. And essentially it's similar, I suppose, to the hollow tying that we've done, only without the all-round encompassing. So we're trying to keep our bunches directly on top of our fly, and that, I suppose, in a way will make the fly swim in a slightly different way than the hollow type fly. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this sort of orange pike fibre. As you can see, this is about 14 inches long, so what I'm going to do is cut that down into lengths about 6 inches or so, and then I take that and pull the tips past it, sort of overlay it as you've seen me done with the others to create like a bit of a taper. So we're now ended up with a bunch about 9 inches or so long, but as I said, some are a bit shorter, some are a bit longer, so we'll get a taper into that. So set that down, get a bunch of crystal hair. There's about 4 or 5 strands here. Double that over and cut it, pull past for about 1 inch or so, and then we're going to set that on at about 2/3 or so of its length. Pull it back and tie over the top. Now we take the bunch that we created here with our orange fibre and lay it out till it's about the same length as the crystal hair. And now I'm going to wrap back up that. The first couple of bunches you put on are going to be the most awkward because of the hook point in your way, because you want to do a lot of wrapping to cover up the material and create a sort of evenish body. And then we wrap forward there for, well, it depends on how many bunches you want to put on, but we're trying to keep this material on top of the shank. If you want to, you sort of pull that up, put on a couple of wraps, and I've gone forward maybe, what, 8mm or so. And now what we're going to do is take a loose wrap forward and then pull that back, and that will pull that wrap back a little bit as well. But basically I'm just trying to get this to fold over, but hopefully not create just as much of a block end. And then I need to overwrap that with the white tying. So again, you're going back then a little bit each time over the previous white section. Okay. Now we take another few strands of the crystal hair, and the same again. Double it over, trim them off, and lay that on top out to the length of the previous bunch that was doubled over, doubled back on itself. Keep everything on top of the shank and tie that in as well. So now we go and take another bunch of our orange fibre. Do what we did before, just pull it, the ends of it through itself until you get a little bit of a taper again. And then set that on top and tie back over it until it meets where the previous section was tied on. We're just trying not to leave any gaping sort of gaps in the body there, if we can help it. Then fold that back and tie over it. Build up your section as you go forward. And then we take more crystal hair. It's kind of a repetitive tying, but seems to work. Tie it in across the middle, fold it back into the wing. Then we go and take our last bunch of the orange fibre and do the same again. Lay that on top. Back. You can see we also get a little bit more density than we did with the bucktail. Okay, so last time with the crystal hair, a couple of strands, fold it over, drop two, tie it in and fold it back. So we're swapping colours of the fibre this time. We're going for white, so again misalign the tips. Lay that wee bunch on top. Wrap it down. And to cap it off, a bunch of black fibre. Same thing, misalign the tips, set that on top. Tie that in, and this time go right forward to the back of the eye and then fold this back. And then we're going to wrap over that, trying to create a sort of little tapered head if we can. Just grab your bunches, make sure they're on top, and wrap that back. Fill out the head with our tying thread to the shape we want, and when we're happy, finish that off. So that's all the fibre tying of the fly. So what we're going to do now is flip that upside down, grab all these bunches and sort of stroke them out down below. And then you want a good runny super glue, so it tends to be sort of cheapish ones that you buy in craft stores will do this for you. So run the super glue the length of it on the bottom, and what you find is that it then seeps through all the tie-in and runs downwards by gravity, and that'll make your body a lot more durable. And if you want, if you've enough glue that has run down, you can actually pull all these down so they stick further up, so whenever the fly fishes, the base of these tie-ins will be more sort of vertical, and that'll give you maybe a bit more body to the fly. So, need eyes on it, but this is covered in wet super glue at the minute. So I'll take one that we did before and put it in. So I'm going to use here about a 6mm sort of silver eye. And I've used my Evo stick serious glue again. Once I have one eye on, what I'm going to do is add a little bit more of the glue to the middle point there and on the bottom side as well. And then I will take another eye, get a good blob on that, and then if I push this on this side, hopefully the glues will join. And then if I just wet my finger with spit so that the Evo stick doesn't stick to me, I can just shape that a little bit. And that is our Fibre Mohican in an orange and black.